afternoon, everybody. So today I am going to be talking about what home means to me, because I feel like when people hear the word home, they think about the place that they were born and raised, where their family is, and yes, that is home, but home is also another meaning. And I found that out when I came to SMSU last year. I was born and raised in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I graduated from high school in 2015. And then after that, I went to South Dakota State University for my first year. And I was honestly really worried to go there. It was close to home, but that meant that a lot of people from my hometown would be there, and I was not very thrilled about that. Everyone that I talked to reassured me, oh, there won't be that many people there. Like, you won't see them all the time. It'll be fine. I still don't believe that. It is not true. I saw them everywhere. And that made it feel really hard for me to really branch out and be a new person in college like everyone is hoping for. So I decided that I would transfer, and it was actually the best decision of my life. I decided I was transferring, I knew where I was going, super excited I was going to go to Augie. Thrilled. But then a week before classes started, my mom was like, let's go check out Southwest Minnesota State University. You've mentioned it before, won't hurt anything. Let's just go check it out. So, August 15th, 2017, came to Marshall, Minnesota, went on my first college visit here. They actually did not have any visit days or tours or anything that day. I had to call and ask if I could come on a tour because it was so close to the school year starting. Well, they got me in, I went on a tour, came to Marshall, my mom's alma mater, and my whole tour she walked around, go Mustangs, woo, go Mustangs! But this whole time I kept talking about Augie. I was so excited to go to Augie, I could not wait. But then some point along my tour, I fell in love with Southwest. I don't know when. I have no idea. It just happened. But I remember at the end of my tour, we were done, and I said to my tour guide, I want to go see that building. It was Sweetland, the new dorms. I just wanted to check it out. And he goes, oh, I don't have a key to get in there. We can't go in there. And I was like, well, I want to go anyway, because I'm stubborn, and I wanted to see it. So we went to Sweetland, and there just happened to be two girls that were there over the summer for soccer, and they walked in, and my mom goes, hey, can we just check out your room really quick? Like, we're on a tour, we just want to see what it's like. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. Checked it out. Now, my tour guide knew that I was dead set. I was going to Augie. I was just here to check it out. And I was standing in their dorm room, and I turned to him, and I said, if you can get me a room in Sweetland, I'm going to come here. This will be the determining factor. Because I came here knowing that I needed a sign that I wasn't supposed to go to Augie, because I was dead set. And so he called over to the Res Life office, and they found a room for me in Sweetland. And I said, I'm coming here. So we went back to his office. I signed my housing contract. A couple days later, I came back and registered for classes. And then the night before classes, I moved in. Yes, very last minute decision, but it was the best decision of my life. I came here, I didn't know anybody, and it was wonderful. I completely started over, and I knew I was a little bit shy, kind of reserved. I knew that I would have to force myself to really get out of my room and get involved. So within the first couple of weeks, I met almost everyone on my floor in Sweetland. I got a job at the Y. I joined Student Activities Committee, and I found an intramural volleyball team. I didn't really want to miss out on anything. And then about a month later for homecoming, my family ended up coming back to Marshall because my mom was receiving an award. And that was when I met Stacy Frost. And that is when everything at Southwest changed. My mom was talking to her, Hannah needs a job. She needs a job really bad. And Stacy goes, oh, I have a job at the foundation. Well, I still work there a year and a half later. Everyone at the foundation has actually really helped make Marshall feel like home to me. They are like a second family to me, everyone that I work with. They're always asking how my day is. They always say they just want what's best for me. I just feel they make this like home, and I really appreciate them. You know, it's actually kind of funny. I work for the foundation. Last year, my boss, Eric, asked me if I could work at the scholarship luncheon, and this year Stacy asked if I would speak at it. So it's kind of funny how things work. Yes, so I have gotten very close with Stacy. I have told probably everyone, maybe Stacy once or twice, that she is my mom away from my own mom. She is my mom in Marshall. She's who I go to if I'm having a rough day, if I was having trouble with my roommate last year, just go in and chat. So it has been great. Last year, her and my mom both actually convinced me to apply to be an RA. What would it hurt? So I did, and here I am an RA now in Sweetland, and I just found out that I will be a senior resident assistant next year, thanks to their little push to get me to apply. So coming to SMSU, it really helped me branch out and become the person that I have always wanted to be. I had no idea what I wanted to study. I was all across the board with ideas. But I came here last year and took a marketing class with Denise Goshner. She asked me to say her name very loud, Denise Goshner. She couldn't be here today. I took her Principles of Marketing class last year, and I fell in love with marketing. I think mostly because she's the sassiest person I have ever met. So class is never boring. So I am majoring in marketing, and since making that decision, I have joined the SMSU American Marketing Association, our marketing club here on campus, and I am now the co-president of that organization. My favorite thing about SMSU actually is how small it is. I hear a lot of complaints that it's tiny, you know, everyone, but I love that. I came from SDSU where I had classes in lecture halls of over 200 people. And my professors had no idea who I was. I'd go to their office and they would say, okay, first and last name, what class are you in, what section, and that was it. Here, I can be at Walmart and I will see a professor and run into them and they'll come up and give me a hug. Or my professor, Denise, she's our advisor for AMA. She'll have our whole AMA club over to her house for a movie night or a game night. So it is just a world of a difference to me and I love it. Being able to come to SMSU my financial burden has been greatly lifted from my shoulders because of the scholarships that are offered. I get a scholarship for being an RA, and then along with that I received the Business Administration Scholarship through the foundation. And it really helps with me not having to worry about debt. I am so close to getting out of here debt-free. I have 1 year left, and these scholarships are what make that possible. I'm not really sure what I want to do after I graduate. It's my least favorite question. But I am hoping to either work for an ad agency and work on the digital media advertising side of things, or work for a little bit bigger of a corporation like Target and help with their operational blueprint to help maximize sales on products and kind of decide where products should be placed in the store. So looking back at how my life has changed, going from Sioux Falls to SDSU and Brookings. When I was at SDSU, home was still Sioux Falls. It was the place. Sioux Falls was my home. I didn't want to be in Brookings. But now coming to SMSU, Sioux Falls is still my home, but when I'm home it just doesn't feel like it because my home is with all the people here at SMSU. Marshall is not my favorite place, but the people are my favorite, and that's what makes this feel like home. It is almost impossible to describe the feeling of peace and happiness that I can feel being here, and it is all thanks to the countless opportunities, memories, and friendships that I have made while being at SMSU. I will forever be thankful that I decided to come to SMSU 1 week before classes started, and I will forever be thankful for everyone here that makes this feel like home. Thank you.